Alright, we're back with game 3 of our series with Groovenstein. I'm recording this right after the last crazy game. Make sure you check that out. You're not going to believe the cards that come up. Well, we're going second in this one. And the tray isn't super awesome, but that Wilson snipe is looking pretty good actually. It lines up with the round 1 goal. And it's one of those classic 5-point birds that cost 1 food. But it hands out a card to all players, so it's kind of a double-edged sword. Birds with no eggs in round 3. It's better round 3 than round 4. I always hate seeing that goal come up in round 4. Man, I don't know if my heart can take any more of this crazy games I'm having here with Groove. Alright, here's our hand. Not super amazing. Nuthatch is good. It's our bonus card. I hate Backyard Birder. Fish-eating birds, there's nothing to help us there. Birds worth less than 4 points. It's usually a bad strategy to amass birds that are worth less than 4 points, unless you wind up with some crazy wetlands tucking engine. I wonder, my best wetland option is that Wilson snipe, and I wonder if my opponent doesn't take it. Yeah, this is a bad start. Really bad start. I need that Wilson snipe, and then I'm just going to be handing him cards anyway, but I need a wetland bird. I think I'm going to take the prairie chicken to try to weasel out this round goal, but this start is looking pretty bad. I'm going to take the fish in case I get any wetland bird. And it lines up with our fishery manager. So Groove kept everything but 1 card, so he did take that Wilson snipe. So I think, do I take the egret? It does eat fish. So I think that is going to be my wetland bird. Northern Harrier is also a good body, I should say. I was going to say good, but it's point efficient at 3 points for 1 food. It's not a horrible body to throw in the wetlands. So there's the Wilson snipe. So we're going to get some extra cards from our opponent. What's in the bird feeder? There is a rat there. Let's throw down our egret. So they laid eggs, so they're gearing up to draw extra cards. I am going to take this harrier because I'm that desperate. And no dice outside the bird feeder. Crackle. I bet my opponent takes that. Red-shouldered hawk pops up. I think actually what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get down the nuthatch. I'm going to discard the harrier for an extra food. We don't have wheat in the bird feeder though. I don't have a worm. I would need the wheat to pay for the nuthatch. I was going to try to get down this prairie chicken and get eggs on it for the round goal. Got 4 activations left. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4 would be playing the prairie chicken. I wouldn't have enough turns because there's no wheat in the bird feeder. I wish I could use the wheat. This was one of the other nuthatches that let you spend the wheat that was on it. So I could get the worm and the rat, play the nuthatch, get the worm and the rat, and then the next turn, yeah, I'm not going to have enough turns to pull it off. I'm just going to come up short on this round goal. So let's play the nuthatch. Then I'm going to gain the rat from the bird feeder, get this, lay eggs and get the harrier down, and set myself up for drawing better cards in round 2. We're just going to miss out on this round goal. Not having any wheat in the bird feeder really stopped us from getting this prairie chicken down. So there's more card drawing. So our opponent looks to be a little bit desperate for more cards too, but they have the better card drawing birds, so they're in a much stronger position here. It's really going to boil down to who draws the better cards first. But I do have some type of wetland or forest development here for food. I wonder if at this point, if I don't ditch this prairie chicken. I really don't have any reason to do that yet, though. I mean, this is a decent bird to get down mid to late game. So they drew cards. They've got a wheat and a cherry. That tanager is looking really good with what's in the bird feeder here. So I'm actually going to draw cards and grab that tanager. They laid eggs, so they're probably going for a third wetland bird here. I bet it's the grackle. So they're really pushing that wetland engine. And without like a hummingbird or something to back that up, they're really crippled for their food production. So that's a pretty good sign. Yeah, they've got the food for the grackle. So I'm actually just going to... Not that. I'm going to play the harrier. Could just get the food. Actually, I want to get the harrier down, draw cards, so I have a garbage card to discard to the forest. Could chuck the prairie chicken, but if I get this tanager down, I'm going to have good food production, and this is a good card to get down anyway, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I have to lay eggs first, though. But I guess he drew cards again, so really what that lay egg action was him getting on the board for the round goal, not setting up for the grackle necessarily. So that does change things a little bit. He's not setting up for the grackle. But it is kind of interesting that he didn't play it. Maybe he's he's drawing a bunch of cards, and he's going to transition to his grasslands in round 2. He's not showing fish, worm, or rats. That wheat could be a killdeer, though, but yeah, maybe he drew into it. I sure hope not. So let's get the harrier down. That's bad in this type of game that the opponent wins that round 1 goal like that. Normally it's not that big of a deal, but I think so far this is looking like it might be a low-scoring game for both of us, and that 4 points could make a huge difference. 4-0 there. Bullfinch, I think I need to deny that bullfinch, because he's showing no forest development right now. That is huge. I needed that. Come on, harrier. Got it. Give me a fish. No fish. That bald eagle works out really well with fishery manager, but God, that would be a huge bomb. That would be a 12-point bird. -1 egg is 11 points. Probably going to throw down this crow. I need 2 fish and a rat. Well, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard, as long as he doesn't gain food here. So he drew more cards. So I don't know if he's got Benelli or Eastern Imperial, but he's really desperate here, I think, for him to draw cards there like that. So I think I'm going to discard the bullfinch. Actually, I'm going to be a food short there, aren't I? I need a wheat. I could gain the cherry, throw down the bullfinch, gain more food. I think I'm also going to draw cards here. And I might actually just take the hooded warbler and the bald eagle, because they're just good bombs. Wood duck. Well, I'm glad that didn't flip up for him. We got a point there on our snowy egret. I guess not that he really needed the wood duck, but Mockingbird and Godwood are good cards. I really need to start developing my food production and get these bombs down. So he did gain food there. Now he gained the worm. Is that going to be a mute swan maybe in the wetlands? So let's actually discard here. Let's take the fish. Kind of needed that worm there. Let's take the 2 cherries. And then I think we'll play the crow. We'll lay eggs. Play the crow with the wheat. We'll lay eggs and we'll get the worm off the crow, and then we'll play the tanager. And then we just gotta start making progress toward playing these big bombs. Long-tailed tit, that's a desperation play. He needed some type of desperate food development there in his forest. So let's throw it on the crow. I intended to use the wheat there, but we still have a cherry. I think I had this backward in my mind. 2 cherries and a worm. It's 2 worms and a cherry. So we gained food. I want to keep all these cards. So we'll discard this. We'll get a worm. I wonder if he's going to play 2 birds here to try to... This doesn't count as a filled column though, I don't think, or maybe it does. This little bit of stalling I've had has not been very good. I really need to bust through this slow food production I've had. Honestly, just having too many good cards has been a problem for discarding to the forest. But I really need to break through on my food production here and start getting these expensive birds down. So gain food again. No worm. It's not going to be a bluebird, something else. Play triple cherry. Could be a cedar waxwing. It's not lining up a great egret or anything. He didn't take the rat or the fish. So I'm going to lay eggs again. I need the wheat. I'm not going to discard for an extra egg. And he's got to play a grassland bird here in the next couple activations. There's Magpie. He's looking to cash in on my Harrier and Egret. So yeah, looks like he's having a really bad game despite all the cards he's drawn here. He's not really getting anything substantial going into the second half of the game. This is a pretty low power board. So now we can get our tanager down, finally. Let's burn the egg off the crow. And he might play another grassland bird here. Could be the grackle to win the round goal. And he definitely played another bird. So he's probably going to want to grab the Junco. There's the grackle. But, you know, he probably does have a ton of cards in hand to feed the Junco and the grackle. So he's got a good grasslands engine developing here. But the round goal is birds with no eggs, so that actually works against that. Bald eagle will be our second fishery manager bird. I don't think Squawko Heron is good enough to go after to try to beef that out. blue throat comes up in the tray. I mean, I don't think I can let him have that. I was thinking about drawing cards here anyway. Cassin's Finch is good. We'll take the blue throat. Got the tuck there, so I actually forgot about his magpie, so that's going to give him a food out of the bird feeder. I might have skipped that there, but fish or rat, that actually does beef up my egret's chances though, but we didn't get a fish. Bill's Vireo. Wonder if I don't grab that as well. I can get this blue throat down and lay eggs. Gain food. Then that works against the round goal. So he went for food. He got a worm and a wheat. Tanager will get a worm for us. Now we can play our Greater Prairie Chicken. There's the Junco. So he's got 6 birds with no eggs. And we have 5. What are we getting here? Ecologist, fewest birds. We will have 3 birds on Viticulturalist. What are the chances that we see another cherry-eating bird? We could fill up our 3rd column, get 6 points off Ecologist. We're getting 4 right now. We could get the blue throat and the Cassin's Finch down. I actually think Viticulturalist here is probably going to be a better long-term card with what we have in our hand. Hopefully that, well, I mean, we're at least getting 3 points. It's going to be a difference of 3 points. So hopefully we can make that up by the end. So they laid their eggs. They did tuck 2 cards. I'm going to gain the cherry and the wheat here. And the worm. And then I'm going to play my Cassin's Finch to burn off my last egg for the round goal. We see Wood Stork there. That's a good play for him. I'm actually going to play the blue throat here because as much as I hate to hand out food to him, on my next activation, or 2 activations later, I can gain 2 food and eggs simultaneously. So unless he plays Benelli or something, or Eastern Imperial Eagle to burn off, well, he only needs to burn off 1 egg. So he drew cards. He's got no food to play another bird. He's got no activations left. So he's not going to play another bird. So I could gain food here or draw cards. I think I'm actually going to gain this food for my bald eagle. Get the worm. It's the 2nd worm I need for my hooded warbler. Thankfully we squeaked out that round goal. What's in the tray for us? We got American Woodcock. And do I mind handing him a food on the magpie? How much of a big deal is it? I don't think it's too much of a big deal. I do need eggs here to play another bird. I do need another fish for my bald eagle. I think I'm actually going to take the woodcock, and I think I will hand him the food for the points. So what's he going to take? I bet he takes the wheat. Nope, he took the fish. No fish for our egret. I only have 4 activations left here, so I really gotta... Maybe I shouldn't have drawn cards there. That was a mistake. Really need to focus on getting these birds down. So let's lay eggs here. Looks like we are going to come up short on our viticulturalist. So we need a cherry. And we'll get a fish off the crow. Yeah, that was a mistake drawing cards there. I really needed to lay those eggs and get that food and just play bombs for the rest of the game. Got too greedy. Belsvirio. So let's drop our eagle. Yeah, that was a mistake, not grabbing ecologist. It's going to cost us 3 points there too. Can't afford to make these types of mistakes. Tense tournament game like this, but I don't know, it looks like we're in a stronger position, but 4, 5, 6, 7 point engine here at the end. He's got 21 points coming in. And I don't have enough eggs to really throw down the rest of these birds, so I kind of choked a little bit here at the end, I guess. I can lay eggs. Yeah, he's going to... I may have thrown this game. He's got food to play another bird, and we're going to tie on the wrong goal. So I lost 3 points by not taking ecologist. And I lost 3 points, 4 points by drawing cards. I did play the woodcock. So that's a guaranteed 8 points versus... you know, a chance at 3 plus bonus card. So at least we did play the woodcock, and it was worth actually drawing it. 4, 5, 6, 7 points here at the end. Hopefully he bricked his bonus card. Not going to give him any food. He could just play another bird here to tie the round goal. Dang it. 76 points. He's got plenty of food to play another bird, but he could do a double play in the forest. That could be what's coming. That could be why he laid eggs last turn. That burns 3 points of eggs. No, so we did tie there. He did play another bird, though. Alright, let's see if we choked here. That's good. That's bad. That was really bad. Oh, Yeah, 86 to 81. I think 3 more points. It would have been 84. And then the turn I drew cards instead of playing, or instead of laying eggs. That was the difference. All right, well, good game to groove. On to game 4.